Hi folks. So today's video is something we haven't done in a little while, and that's going to be a layout update. But not this layout, this layout. So this layout, the big layout, the main layout, is layout A, what I call layout A. And then the smaller layout, I call layout B, which is actually the original layout. It's the older of the two. But at some point along the way, I decided to change the dimensions that I used to build the modules. And instead of tearing up what was really a nice layout, and still is, I decided to keep this layout and then start a new layout. And as this layout grew and grew and grew, it became known as layout A, the main layout, because of how big it is and where most of the attention is put. Layout A is DCC powered, which you see a lot of in the videos. Layout B is DC powered. Okay, and at one point I was going to connect the two right about here with a bridge, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that now. I kind of like the fact that they're isolated. But anyway, the update. So as I mentioned, this was the original layout, and originally it was 5 feet longer than it is today. This layout is currently 10 feet 3 inches long by 5 feet 3 inches wide. So what I'm going to do is extend it that way 5 more feet. So I had to build, actually I only have to build one module because I already have another module built. It's a leftover from a project in the past. But one module goes on this side and one module goes on the other side. And I'm going to show you the one that's already built. It's leaning over here. Excuse me as I shimmy out of there. And you can kind of see how these are constructed. This particular one is made out of 2x2s and 1-inch thick foam. Okay. Just a simple 2x2 frame and the pink foam glued on it, and then some sort of hardboard or plywood or something to make the fascia. This module is a little wider or deeper than the standard, which is 3 feet. This one's 3'6", so it's going to stick out a little bit further, but that's okay. Just gives me a little bit more room for some scenery or what have you. So all I have to do is build one more of these. So I do have to go and pick up the material to do so. And one will get plopped in between these two modules. And the other one's going to go where that module is, and that module's going to come this way. So the layout will eventually end right about here. Right about there. So, what I'm going to be doing is clearing the trains and stuff off the layout. I'm going to have to start taking the modules apart and moving things down. So the next month or so, this is going to be my project right here, is expanding or extending layout B. And both layouts are part of the same model railroad. The theme that is on A carries over to B. Still prototypical. So yeah, this is something I've been wanting to do for a while. The post there is not in the way. This should fit in there just perfect. It'd be nice being able to run longer trains on this layout. For now, all I have to pick up is some flex track. This layout is code 100. That layout is code 83. So I'll be picking up some code 100 flex track, a couple of bridges, just a couple small bridges. I want to do a little river in the new section. And I also got to get a power pack transformer. I have one, but the main line is 2 tracks, so I either need to get a second transformer or a transformer that can handle 2 cabs at once. Oh, and the backdrops will probably get straightened out too a little bit with this expansion, because the new modules are going to fill in the gap that's currently present there. All right, well, that's it for now. On the next video, featuring this layout anyway, things are probably going to be under construction. So until then, thanks for watching.